How you doing this weekend? All right. Welcome to the channel. If you guys are new, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button, notification bell, and give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. So that's what grows the channel. If you guys have already subscribed, thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome back. Appreciate you. I'm going to put a disclaimer on this shit right quick. Disclaimer, disclaimer, disclaimer. Please do not make any life-altering decisions based off of this reading or any of my readings. My readings are intended for entertainment purposes only. This is a reading for the feminine collective. I will refer to her as a she. You can definitely be a man in feminine energy. You could be watching this for your own feminine side. You could be watching this for the feminines in your life. You could be watching this to understand that we all have masculine and feminine energy within us. It is collective. Don't make it personal. Looking up recipes for smoked turkey. Smoking a turkey. I had to do a double take on that. I seen smoked Dan and I was like, what you smoking on, Dan? In the hen house. I started shuffling the cards. What is the feminine collective? What do they need to know? And as the cards are coming out, I'm hearing the song "Bring Me a Higher Love." Bring me. I think it was Steve Winwood that sang that. I was hearing the man version of it, but there's definitely a feminine woman version of it. Might be Whitney Houston. I'm not really for sure. I was hearing the man version, and I feel like I've got that song in a collective reading before. Bring me a higher, bring me a higher. I don't know, maybe somebody needs to go listen to that song, read the words of that song. That's what I was hearing. Ace of Cups flew out the deck. That's a higher love. In this deck, it reads emotions. The Ace of Cups talks about brand new blessings and love. The beginning stages of love. Ace of Cups can be babies too. Six of Pentacles is what comes next in this deck. It says gifts. Six of Pentacles talks about it's an equal partnership. It's like, you talk, I listen. I talk, you listen. Desiring a love that is of equal partnership, equal give and take. The Nine of Cups talks about the wish fulfillment. In this deck, it reads good fortune. 1 + 9 is a 10. So it's almost like for some people there is an ending to a partnership that was not of equal give and take. And for some, it could be the beginning of this like whole new life. With the Five of Wands and in the spread, is, I feel like it's like, can really seriously, truly go both ways. Like, I want to end things with the person that I thought that I was supposed to be with, and I'm not really for sure exactly how to communicate those feelings. And for some, it's the opposite. It's the opposite. I want I want to start a new beginning with this special person with this higher love. I got I want to talk in the 3D like how we talk in the 5D. There's somebody that you have a strong soulmate connection with, a strong connection with. You don't even really need words. It's a higher love. It's a connection. It's so deep, it's so profound. You may be at a distance from this person with that 8 of Wands. With that 5 of Wands sitting there, it might be like, it might be like, because you haven't talked to them for so long, or it's so far away. You're at such a far distance. That 5 of Wands might be like, how do I initiate the conversation? How do I go about reaching out, communicating my emotions, my emotions. But I started looking at the bottom of the deck. I started looking at the bottom of the deck, and it can go the other way as well. Like, there's someone that you're ending a situation with, that's just, it's not healthy. The 3 of Cups, the 8 of Cups, the 5 of Swords, the 4 of Cups, the 3 of Swords, and then the 10 of Wands. um just, it's like, I want to say that I want to be able to express, listen, I don't, I'm not happy in this dynamic. I don't feel like I can be my real self, my true self, my authentic self in this situation. And so, is it trying to figure out, do I just tell this person? Like, do I do the right thing and not like do a ghosting situation where you ghost the person because you don't want to deal with it? Or do you, hey, I don't want to be here anymore. So I've got a couple different storylines going on. So one is like, yeah, again, maybe, you've been apart from this person, and you're trying to figure out, how do you talk to this person. You might have been watching, their shit, right? Thanks, Dan. Have fun. Have a good weekend. I hope it turns out beautiful. You might be watching this person, like their social media. Okay, did they end things with their person? What are they up to? Are they single? Are, I'm not a creepy stalker. I'm working up my nerve. Surrender, give it to God. the Holy Grail of love, and the letter H. I think I'm going to leave these cards right here on the table and then just clarify with the mermaid deck. It's kind of feminine, soft. I typed up this post yesterday. It was all bees, birds, bees, blue. We got the blue moon coming up tomorrow. Maybe it's late tonight. I'm not exactly for sure what time. After I typed it all up, I seen a yellow butterfly. So it was like all these bees, right? Business. Excuse me. Let me look this up right quick. A yellow butterfly is a deeply spiritual symbol of joy, hope, and personal transformation. Because of its vibrant sunlight color, it frequently appears as a messenger of positivity, encouraging you to embrace new beginnings and trust the process of growth. The depending on your context, core spiritual meanings, joy and optimism, transformation and renewal, divine presence. In many traditions, a yellow butterfly is viewed as a sign of answered prayers or a gentle reminder that a higher power or guardian angel is watching over you. Ancestral connection. In Native American traditions, yellow butterflies are widely regarded as signs of hope, guidance, and new life. Um, in several cultures, including the Philippines, butterflies are believed to be the spirits of deceased loved ones. A yellow butterfly, in particular, is often seen as a comforting message that a departed loved one is at peace. Oh, that's so crazy, too, because I saw the yellow butterfly yesterday while I was grounding before I went to work to my night job. And then when I got to my night job, right before I was leaving, it's like my second to last table. The lady told me that her husband had died, and he was he held my hand and prayed for me, prayed with me for the heavy metal poisoning and the dystonia. He went through the same thing, and his was actually corrected after he removed the mercury and did a full um, heavy metal flush detox. He brought me books, he brought me information, and he was so sweet. And when she told me, I started crying. So that's that, and it happened a couple weeks ago. So that's that's a synchronicity for me right there. Whether you see this butterfly as a simple natural wonder or a profound spiritual guide, its sunny appearance is an invitation to pause, breathe, and welcome a brighter, more positive season. That's what I was feeling like too when I saw that Ace of Cups, when it come flying out of the deck. Brand new love, expressing feelings and emotions, expressing how you feel. It's like some people, they stopped expressing how they feel because it wasn't being reciprocated And even though they felt a whole lot of love and really wished that this connection would manifest into the 3D realm, I think that they kind of gave up on it, or they're conflicted about it. The Ace of Cups, strong emotions. Strong emotions. Some people are they're kind of stuck in this energy of love should not feel so forced. I shouldn't have to force my love on someone. It should be a natural flow. Yeah. And that might be something that you're expressing to your people, or the people, places, and things that you are letting go of. The Knight of Swords will cause a tower, and that tower was right next to the Knight of Swords. So again, for some, it's kind of like I think they're not in avoidance, so to speak, right? They're avoiding the conflict. Why is this Ace of Cups here for the feminine collective, please? Ace of Cups. Got the Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. The Ten of Wands in the reverse position. Letting go of the heaviness. It's not the 10, it's the 9. The Nine of Wands talks about the wounded warrior, and the wounded warrior, he's stubborn. He's stubborn. He's been through a lot. Knight of Wands, bottom of the deck. The Three of Cups, the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Cups, the Page of Wands, Page of Swords reversed. There is someone in your energy field that feels deeply connected to you. And it's almost like, how do I express these feelings? How do I express my feelings and my emotions without coming on strong? I had a friend send me a picture. She took a picture of a bonfire, and asked me what, and she said she specifically took it for me. And I saw two seahorse in the picture. Two seahorses carry profound spiritual meaning, primarily symbolizing twin flame connections, enduring love, and balanced partnerships. Because seahorses are highly romantic, mate for life, and perform a daily mirror dance, a pair represents devotion, mutual care, and the concept of going with the flow. together. Key spiritual meanings: twin flame as soulmates. Two seahorses mirror each other's actions. Spiritually, the points to a twin flame relationship where both partners share the same wavelength and purpose. Mutual devotion. Their famous lifelong monogamy and daily courtship dances represent loyalty, romantic connection, and a gentle, quietly enduring love. Balanced masculine and feminine energy. In seahorse biology, the male carries two eggs and gives birth. Two seahorses together symbolize harmony and exchange of male, masculine, protective, and female, nurturing, creative energies. So, the masculine in your life, he is accepting his feminine side. He is embracing his feminine side. He is aware that he has a feminine side. Pan, was your ears ringing? I was just talking about you. I said, my friend sent me a picture. My friend sent me a picture with a fire, and I saw two seahorses. Did you hear what I just read? That's so beautiful. That's so beautiful. So the masculines in your life, whether this is a twin flame or a younger male, he's not so defensive. He's not so defensive. He's dropping his defenses. It's like, why the boundaries in love, like the boundaries of, let me reword that, because yes, we hold boundaries, right, where we're not being creepy stalkers, okay? But if your boundaries are so high and your walls are so high that you can't express your feelings and your emotions, you're not doing yourself any favors. If your wall is so high, if your boundaries are so high, you can't let love in. So I'm not saying that we shouldn't have boundaries. I'm just saying is that's to keep the wall so high, you're not doing yourself any favor. I can't read that. It's like that little heart is in the way. Yeah, yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy. I just happened to look down at that Knight of Wands. In this deck, it reads activity, and then the Three of Cups, it reads reunion. So it's kind of like the masculine collective, softening up to be able to speak his truth. Queen of Swords energy, to speak his feelings. Queen of Cups energy, and maybe like, hey, I was hemmed up over here, like he wants to explain, like, this, that's where I was, but even though I was there, my heart was with you. Yeah, and that photo you sent me, I seen the two seahorse, and I looked down and I seen the two seahorse. So that's why I was like, let me And I said, my friend sent me a picture. Knight of Wands in the reverse position, letting your guard down, letting your defenses down. Page of Wands, being playful, creative. Dan just exited the chat to go be creative. Page of Wands, full energy. It's kind of like whether you're spending time with kids, spending time with grandkids, or even just nurturing your own inner child. This gives me the feeling. This gives me the feeling like I got the Page of Swords reversed here at the bottom of the deck. This gives me the feeling of like, okay, when you look back, right? When you look back on your life and how you created the wall to protect you, right? We all got one. The things that happened to us in our childhood that we took with us, and we didn't even realize we were doing it, right? We didn't even realize that we were building walls. Like these walls are for protection. But what if your childhood was different and you didn't have to build that wall? And then also too, reflecting back on it, like what good did it really do me? I think the collective wants different for their own kids to where they're not building walls. Page of Wands, reaching out, expressing yourself, expressing love. And see the wand, and just like in that night, and that Knight of Wands, the wand is in the left hand, in tune with the feminine energy. Hi, Odelia. Hi, girl. Hi, Fatima. Blessings to you. Page of Wands. The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse position, and the Ten of Wands straight up. So again, whether this is the masculine and his feminine energy, or the feminine and her masculine energy, knowing that you have both is half the battle. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse position, doing that same old thing over and over. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna keep this wall up. Can't nobody get in. Can't nobody get in. I'm gonna keep my wall up. I'm gonna protect my inner child. I'm gonna protect my children. I'm gonna protect. And you're protecting so much now. Now ain't nobody even trying to get in now. Seven of Pentacles reversed. This is somebody that learned is this is of no benefit to me or my loved ones to keep that wall. I'm going to end that, and I'm going to end the karmic situations doing the same fucking thing over and over, expecting a different result. I'm ending that. I just heard I love who I love. Six of Pentacles, reciprocated, equal gifts. What type of gifts are we talking about here? That might be too many cards. For some people, they've had to explain for some people, they've had High Priestess reverse position, Knight of Wands reverse position, Three of Cups straight up. For some people, they have to explain to their people that they have a deep, profound soulmate connection with someone. They have this deep connection. And it's like they're psychic with each other. Let me explain this to you. I have this connection, okay? It might not be anything physical going on. We might not physically be having an affair, but we're having an emotional affair. So if you're in a third party dynamic, it has to end, because your heart isn't where it's supposed to be. If this is not something that you need to say to somebody, this is the person in your energy field that needs to say it to someone else, and they need to explain to you, I can't live my life in a lie, right? So where expressing feelings and emotions in a truthful, authentic way, it's not like, I can't live this life without you. I can't go on in life with it. Yeah, you're gonna go on in life with or without me. With or without me. Everything will be just fine. But there's always gonna be this inner knowing. There's always gonna be this inner knowing that this is where I was supposed to be. That's the one that God created for me. I picked up some rosemary, Fatima. Six of Pentacles. These cards is just jumping out. It's too much. It's too much. Four of Swords reverse. Four of Wands reverse. The Emperor reverse. The Sun reverse. The Knight of Wands reverse. Is this deck upside down? This is like, so it's very masculine energy. There's the Lovers. This is, somebody this is somebody that's very stuck in, how do I explain my truth to the people, places, and things in my life. This is someone that is understanding that where they are, wherever they are, is not aligning with their soul's purpose. And they don't really know how to explain that to people. But they feel like they're supposed to. Like, I'm supposed to tell you. This is sort of like that the full moon in Sagittarius reading I did. Six of Pentacles. Equal. You speak. I listen. I speak. You listen. I got the Six of Swords here, the Four of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, The Seven of Wands. Damn, I'm about to swap this deck out. It's just too many cards jumping around. It looks like you and your people are mirroring each other. I mean, Six of Swords, Six of Pentacles, 6, 6. Seven of Cups, Seven of Wands, 7, 7, 6 of Wands. Somebody is holding on to you. They are not letting go. They're not letting go. You stimulate this person's mind. They think that's sexy. They're extremely attracted to you. They're attracted to your the way that you see things, the way you look at things, how you speak on things. The Ace of Wands, the King of Wands, the King of Swords. 5 of Cups, Knight of Swords, 3 of Wands, Queen of Wands. You might be at a distance from this person. When they listen, you have a very calming way about yourself. When you speak, they listen. There's something in your energy that makes this person feel calm, relaxed. They don't feel that way about other people. And again, it's like where these places that they are, whether it be on the home front, the work front, they want to feel an inner peace. There's that Moon card, the Devil, and the World. Wow. With the Moon at the bottom of the deck. So I got so much stuff going on, you guys. I have so much stuff going on, a lot of fixed energy. The person that you're dealing with, or they see you as someone that's very secure within yourself, right? You really handle your business. You really handle your business. You don't want to deal with corporations. You don't want to deal with it. I'm getting corporations from this. For some, you're at a distance from your person, like you're at a physical distance from your person, or it's like how do we meet up? How do we meet up? For some, they've been watching you and watching your social media for so long. It's like, well, I already know her. Oh, I already know her. How do we move forward? It's like, oh, I already know you. For some, your person was so 3D matrix, like they work. They work very hard, right? They work very hard. I work hard for everything that I have. Everything that I have. My house, my job, my vehicle. I wear nice clothes. I wear nice cologne. I go to salons and tit fat and spend shit tons of money on get my hair done. They lived a life that that's I'm not wording this right. And they lost. Something happened and then they lost. Whether they lost you, whether they lost the job, whether they lost their house, whether they lost whatever, they lost something and they were humbled. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The moon, the tower. Nine of Swords reversed, Two of Pentacles, the Fool, Ten of Swords. It's a lot. It's a lot. You might have inspired this person to like start this business, or they inspired you to start a business, like an online business. And so it's like it's not really bringing in a whole lot of money. Whether this be you or the person you're dealing with, success is defined differently today. That's really strong right here. It's not about the finer things in life. Somebody's been completely humbled. The devil and the world. It's that Ace of Cups. Seven of Cups. Seven of Pentacles. You mirror your person. You're mirroring your person. 1977 might mean something. Why's the Seven of Cups here? This person thinks about you all day. King of Cups. Six of Pentacles, bottom of the deck. This person is in tune with their emotional side. They may be researching. They may be researching what it means to be an empath. They may be trying to protect their energy. When you kind of pulled your energy back, they felt that. They like, ooh, felt that. Just as much as you love this person, they love you too. It's like this person might be like really good looking, right? I have a lot of options and a lot of choices and a lot of decisions to make, but I have one cup. I got one cup. This person's not a cheater. You may think that this person is, but they are not. You may think that this person has a lot of options, but only one cup, 3 of wands in the reverse position, no, straight up. This person has a lot of ideas. You you motivate them. You motivate them to be better. You can feel this person thinking about you. And if you can't feel them thinking about you, it's like you'll be, say you're like driving down the street or whatever, right? And a certain song will come on and you hear it. It's like you smile, or you'll hear their name, or maybe you see their name, on a sign, or, there's just, or someone that mentions them and you smile. But the thing of it is like there's a synchronicity to that because it's happening to them too in that same moment. In the same moment. And see, this is hard for them to explain to the people in their life. They don't have to explain that to you because you feel that already. But to explain that to other people might not get that. They think that you're all that. Queen of Wands, the Nine of Cups, the wish fulfillment. I think you intimidate the shit out of this person. You intimidate the shit out of this person, but they're intrigued and excited, and you just inspire this person. Meeting you has made this person feel like they want to do better, that they want to be better. There's that Eight of Wands. Again, you might be at a distance from this person. Strength. This person has big feelings, big emotions. They want to express that to you. They don't know where to start. Leo energy. Eight of Wands. Communicating, traveling, expressing what you want out of life, expressing what you pray for. Nine of Cups, expressing what you pray for, what you hope for. Queen of Pentacles, kindness, commitment, moneymaker, nurturing, loving mom. Queen of Swords, Seven of Wands, resilience, endurance. This person looks at you, all right? This person looks at you, the Chariot, the Empress. It's the Queen of the Ocean in this deck, but that's the Empress. And then look, the King of the Ocean right there. This person looks at you like their match. Like you're my match. We will make things happen together. Like the Emperor and the Empress. This person watched the evolution of you, and in the evolution of you, you inspired them to become better, to be better. And if you look here, okay, if you look here, The Emperor is wearing green. Your energy calmed him down. The Empress, she is in red. You're balancing each other's energies, your feminine and masculine energies. He understands, like, okay, you're a go-getter. You're a go-getter. That kind of turns men off when you're too masculine, right? But he understands why you're like that, because you're every woman. And when you're every woman and you're doing that on your own, it might have thrown him off a little bit. It might have thrown him off a little bit in the past. Yeah. This person needs to come and see you. They need to come and talk to you. Why is the Queen of Pentacles here? The nurturing energy. It almost seems like they're like, hey, listen, I got this business venture, right? You want to go into business with me? Like they see you as a hard worker, gets shit done. Look, Knight of Pentacles, death, loyalty. Queen of Pentacles is loyal, kind. The Knight of Pentacles turns to the Queen of Pentacles, turns to the King of Pentacles, turns to the Emperor, the Empress. The Hermit is here at the bottom of the deck. Ten of Cups is coming behind that. Six of Wands behind that. Three of Swords, Queen of Cups, there's his match. Y'all both have been through a lot. This is somebody that's very proud of you, proud of your transformation. They're not they're not seeing you as some like needy, clingy person. When you was expressing your feelings and your emotion, you know this person. When you was expressing your feelings and your emotions for this person before, you may have come off as needy, clingy, smothering, but again, they see you as every woman. Because when you're at work, you're working, you're grinding, you're on your hustle, you're making things happen. Queen of Pentacles, when you're with your children, or Queen of Pentacles, then you have that Queen of Cups energy. You can understand them. The empath, you can hear them. You can tell them about their feelings and how they feel. They don't even have to say anything. You're an empath, you know it. Queen of Wands, she's sexy. She is self-assured, she's not thirsty. She can't help it, she's hot. Queen of Swords, she'll cut you in half with her mouth. She don't give a fuck. He sees you differently today. He sees your every woman. Knight of Pentacles with death. Scorpio energy. People change, things change. Somebody is becoming less stubborn. Ace of Pentacles, Magician, bottom of the deck. This person is like, they're like, with you by my side, everything feels right. Money, emotions, truth, love, everything feels right. This person is so proud of how you move, how you make things happen. Somebody has so learned you. It's like they want to do nice things for you too. Can you let them? Let's go one more time. Let's go one more on this Ace of Pentacles. Watching you make things happen. They're so proud of you making things happen, doing what you do, working hard, being a good mom, loyal. Two of Wands talks about visions. Queen of Swords, bottom of the deck. Give me one more on the Two of Wands. Emperor, bottom of the deck. The Moon and the Tower. Wow. When you hear, look, and there they are right there together, and then they're together, and then they're together. I mean, look at this. And then there's that, and then there's that. Look at this. Wow. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, look. The king of the ocean, the queen of the ocean, the emperor, the empress, the queen of wands, the king of wands, the three of cups, the ace of cups, page of pentacles, the high priestess. I was going to just shit myself if the Hierophant was there, right? But the magician was at the bottom of the deck on the last throw, and the hermit was at the bottom of the deck. That when you see this person, when you see this person, because I don't think you've seen this person for a very long time. This is not a bad tower. This person's going to trip you all the way out with the things that they express to you, their feelings and their emotions. It'd be a softer, if they was rough before, Nine of Wands, they are soft today. If they were insecure before, they will come across self-assured. Shit's crazy. It's like you won't recognize this person, but you will, because that's what you felt about this person, what you felt about them, but you've never seen it. You only felt it. I know that's my person. Why they act like that? Why they act so nervous and why they act like that? Moon cycles probably get them. Moon cycles. universal energies. And if we're talking about twin flames, if we're talking about twin flames, and we very well possibly could be talking about twin flames, they radiate on the same frequency. They radiate on the same frequency. So whether you look at this as one soul that split into two bodies, or you look at this as two souls radiating on the same frequency, it doesn't matter. And even soulmate connections have that vibrational match, right? When you come face to face with somebody that you share a soul essence with, is very emotional. It's very nerve wracking. It's very like you'll shake and tremble on the inside. This you'll scare the shit out of the person you're connected to when you come face to face with them. It's super fucking intense. It's super intense. The distance, the separation is like you learn you're not you don't really worry about them. I mean, you do, but you don't. You put everything back on you. You start healing your core wounds. As you start healing your core wounds, the energy calms down. When you start taking care of yourself, body, mind, spirit, you start to calm down. So it's like it's not so intense. I'm thinking you probably haven't seen this person in a long time. So it's like when we come face to face again, will it be that intense energy? There's nothing like being face to face with a twin. That energy, that's really why you separate, so you can calm that shit down. I think you both might be curious. Will it feel that way? Breathe. Keep grounded. This is a twin flame reading. If it's not a twin flame reading, it's deep soulmates that went their separate ways. And I don't think they wanted it to go that way. I gotta get my glasses on. They watch you. They watch you. There's something about their eyes. There's something about their eyes. That's how you recognize it's them. They're through their eyes. Conscious focus. What I focus on, I attract more of. Starting with today, I will be more conscious of what I choose to spend my time speaking or thinking of. I will do more of the things that bring me joy and see as more of these things begin to effortlessly flow into my life. Beautiful. It's kind of like kind of what I was just saying. Recharge. I invite magic into my life always, every day. I grow my connection to the earth. Y'all, I'll be laying in the ground, right? I was laying in the ground yesterday when I typed up that post. If I am ever feeling low, I simply step outside and appreciate the natural miracles in this life. Being in nature lifts my spirits and recharges my energy. I laid I laid in the yard this morning for about an hour, and then I mowed the grass. Have a meditation staycation. Rest. Rest. Sweet rest, and don't think that resting is lazy. Don't look at it like you're being lazy. Look at it as restoration, right? Oh, that is way too many cards. Fuck yeah, I just went flying out of there. Seriously? I feel like you and your person, like you want to talk. You want to catch up. Like I feel like you and your person has got so many things you want to talk about. How you doing? You haven't seen them in a long time. Let me tell you. What's good. What's good? I'm healing. I'm growing. Sit happens. Like she's in a meditative stance, right? She's got her bottom planted. Let sit happen to you. Somebody highly meditated with a license to chill. So either this praying, meditating, resting, relaxing, body, feet in the ground is really helping you and your person. And if for any moment that you think that you're being lazy with that, don't flip that around. Flip those thoughts around. Don't look at it that way. It's like it's just too many cards. I haven't had a reading where the cards is all jumping and flying like this in a while. That's that 8 of Wands. That's that 8 of Wands energy, the chaser. A chaser in codependent relationship, fear of abandonment issues. Wedding rings, bottom of the deck. The sword and the rose, clarity, truth. Put my glasses back on. Revelation, force, honor, protection, power. So if you were the chaser in this dynamic, you have learned that that's not healthy, and you also learned why you did it. I would say in the twin flame dynamic, both the masculine and the feminine both run and chase. Unconditionally loving, giving, and receiving affection, falling in love. I just heard Elvis. I can't help falling in love. Some romance on that. You both did your work. You both did your work. You both did your inner work. Your inner child work. You've both healed and worked on some things, forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. You deserve love. These are twin flames that's ready to come into a physical
And when I say union, I mean where communication is regular. I I don't mean like the had the wedding card there, right? They're like they're in a more grounded energy, commitment to self, reflecting that outward. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. Twin flames were made for each other. Their chemistry is crazy. Calm that shit down. Calm the ego down. Enjoyment. Striving and pushing makes life into endless hard work. The more you're inviting love to take over, the more enjoyment comes. Allow me to enjoy this life. And forgiveness. So if like one of you was a runner, right? One of you was a runner, one of you was a chaser, then you do both, and then you get to this like where I'm not going to do either. I'm not going to run from him, but I'm not chasing his ass either. Like that's all. Let me put back into myself. Let me love on myself. Let me heal myself. Let me nurture myself. Let me take care of myself. That's, I mean, even like with my kids, my family, my jobs, my work, in all aspects of my life. So if my counterpart was the runner, like I can't be mad at that, right? I can't be mad at him for being the runner. I was never mad at my twin for being a runner. And that's not what pissed me off about my twin. But you know, he might like when I was in a chasing energy. But I get mad when he is in an energetic chasing energy. I don't like that shit, right? Well, he probably didn't like it when I was in a physical chaser energy, right? The if we're mad at each other, it's like we have to learn how to forgive each other. And then maybe this doesn't even have anything to do with me and my twin. Maybe it's just there are people in my life that I need to learn how to forgive. People, places, and things that I need to learn how to forgive. I have I see myself I see myself in the last reading, and I did not see myself in the reading while I was reading, but when I went back and I watched, I thought, "Oh, I'm reading myself." And I kind of feel like that now too. Like my counterpart and we are learning how to balance the energy between each other where we're not, because we can chase each other energetically, right? And then we can run from it energetically as well, because where we have this intense connection with each other, it's like, damn dude, get the fuck up off of me. Like I'm having a hard time over here, like get the fuck away from me, right? So when I'm having a hard time, he might be doing the same thing. Get the fuck up off of me. Damn, I need that space to breathe over here. You're choking me out with that shit, right? And like the more I ground, the more I pray, the more I put everything on back into me, it calms that energy down to where I don't feel like he's choking me the fuck out, right? So if it's happening like that for me, then my energy is probably not choking him out, right? And it's like it's so crazy because like if you're not if you're not a twin, it's like what are you talking about, right? Your twin will know though. Even if they go, what are you talking about? When they go, what are you talking about? They really want to know, like, what? How do you know that? That's why they watch, because they're learning. They're not creepy stalkers. You're educating them. High priestess got a hierophant over here in the making. Got twin flames that's balancing their energies, accepting their feminine side. Give me a chunky girl here, please. One on the chunky girl, and I'm gonna wrap this up. All these cards wanted to talk except for this one. Tree, let them go. Card 18, that's a 9. Which justice is coming at the bottom of the deck? Card 27. That is 99. Again, you mirror your people. For the twins that don't understand how you mirror, go Google that. Look that up. Mirroring. Seeing 99 in your twin flame journey is a powerful sign of closure and ascension. In numerology and spirituality, the number 9 represents endings, releasing what no longer serves you, and spiritual awakening. Doubling it amplifies this message, signaling that a major phase of your connection is wrapping up to make way for a profound new beginning. Core twin flame meanings: the end of the separation phase. If you and your twin flame are currently in the painful separation or runner and chaser dynamic, 99 indicates that this difficult cycle is drawing to a close. The universe is helping you both shed karmic baggage and past conditioning. Preparation for reunion. Reaching the end of a cycle paves the way for a deeper, more mature reunion. It is a sign that both of you have evolved spiritually. Soul alignment and growth. 99 urges you to focus on your personal growth, self love, and emotional vulnerability. It is a reminder that true twin flame union requires a high state of individual consciousness. And, it's funny because I was singing, the Bring Me a Higher Love, right? What you should do when this number repeatedly appears, the universe is guiding you to release the past, let go of lingering resentments, toxic patterns, and attachments to how you think the relationship should look. Don't he ain't coming to rescue me, right? He's not coming to rescue me. I'm not coming to rescue him. We're here to balance each other out and be friends and be sweet, right? Focus on yourself instead of obsessing over your twin flame. Channel that energy into your own spiritual awakening and personal passions. Trust the process, surrender control, and have faith that the universe is aligning your higher selves for a healthy, balanced connection. I had surrender to God in the beginning of this. You can dive deeper into the spiritual significance of repeating numbers, and you can Google all that too if you want to. There was 77 was there, 77 was there, 666 was there. Let's do that. Let's look at the 77. Seeing angel number 77 during your twin flame journey is a powerful sign of spiritual alignment, inner wisdom, and divine confirmation. It indicates that your soul connection is evolving and that you're exactly where you need to be to achieve a deeper awakening with your mirror soul. That's what we do. We mirror things back to each other, right? So, if I have abandonment wounds, right, and I do have abandonment wounds, that's what made me the chaser. When I stopped working the job where I would see my twin, right, when I stopped working there, don't forget about me, right? Don't, and I give him my phone number. Here's my phone number. Now make sure you call me. Don't forget about me, right? I didn't know that he couldn't forget about me, right? And he may have had his own abandonment wounds too. Who I don't know. I can't speak for Tony, right? I can't speak for him, y'all. But he could have. We were marrying each other. I had abandonment wounds. So, I mean, maybe his dad left, maybe his mom left, maybe his baby mama left, maybe his first girlfriend left, maybe whoever, whatever. Maybe he had abandonment wounds too. So when I left, it brought up his abandonment wounds. We're gonna marry each other. That we will do. And I tell you this right here too, right? This Nine of Wands energy, that wounded warrior, that roughneck, energy. My twin and I both, we both mirrored that for sure. And it's we soften each other up too. We do. We soften each other up, and that's I probably like that the most about being in the presence of my twin is when I'm in the presence of my twin in this grounded, calm energy. I'm so free to be soft, and when I'm free to be soft, he's soft too. Because this Nine of Wands energy, that is a rough, but it's reversed. That is a roughneck energy. Um, when seven is it resonates with spiritual awakening. When doubled, it signifies a faded spiritual bond, offering a period to resolve past difficulties and improve communication. Communication, Eight of Wands, Eight of Wands. Yeah. And my throat seems more clear than the last reading I did. It often appears when your twin flame is preparing to come back into your life, symbolizing a harmonious return or the end of the separation, accelerated soul growth. It pushes you to confront old traumas, mm, encourages you to embrace this inner transformation. That's what I was just talking about. The more calm I am, that reflects back out, and his ass calms down too, assuring you that the hardships serve your ultimate spiritual path. So not only have I been through a shit ton, right? My twin has too. So, the separation, I did not like being separated from my twin. My twin did not like being separated from me either. But it was something that both he and I really we needed to do that. Clearing karma is, see, in this tree I see is like burning like the family shit, but definitely clearing out the closets of our re- resonance of karmic situations. I liked it. I liked it. The twins that do their work, and they're not relying on the other one to come and rescue them, to come and save them, that they just do their work. And the work is that self-love, working on self, healing the inner child, going through, whether it's jealousy, abandonment, codependency. um it's if it was just one thing, your separation wouldn't last so long, right? It's more than just one thing. And forgiveness and not holding grudges, that's a big one, whether that be with you and your counterpart, or you and your karmic, um I don't know, maybe I shouldn't even say karmic, but the people, places, and things that have hurt you. Would anybody like a card before I wrap this up? Thank y'all for hitting the thumbs ups for me too. I sure do appreciate that. Thank you. It's really kind of funny because I felt like that last reading was like really like it was for me, and then I felt like this one was for me too. And being in between a Scorpio full moon and a Sagittarius full moon, and I'm a Scorpio in sun, and I'm a Scorpio in rising, and I have different Scorpio placements. I've got Neptune in Sagittarius, and then my counterpart, he is a Sagittarius in his sun. I don't know about his Scorpio placements or whatever, but I know he's a Sagittarius and sun. And so for us to be in between the Scorpio Sagittarius full moons, these are powerful transformations. At the beginning of this month and then the end of this month has been very, very powerful, life-changing things. Um, Honoring self, choosing self, um, healing abandonment wounds, healing the wounds that come in from the narcissistic abuse is been a very, very powerful, empowering month. I know for me, for sure. Odelia, you got it, girl. I don't know if this resonated with anybody. It resonated with me, and um, it's just kind of funny too, because I don't um, I don't really I don't really read myself, and I really can't read myself. So it's kind of like why I would have other people read for me, because I can't. I don't really read myself. Um, but I felt like this was almost like a personal reading for myself. Oh, Delia, you all have the best names. Odelia, Fatima, they got the best names. Odelia. Odelia, you may be learning your balance too. Of do I move fast, or do I go slow? Do I reach out to this person, or do I not? Do I take the initiative? Do I um, we use our second names? Both of your all's first names are Maria. My middle name is Marie. I feel like, Fatima, I feel like you're in love with a very masculine man. I think you're in love with a very, very masculine man. And it's like you want to be soft with him, but you're afraid to be soft with him. And it almost seems like, the harder they are, the more they appreciate your softness. I know for me and my counterpart, when he is soft, I appreciate that so much. When he's rough, then I match it. And I'm like, well, fuck you too, then, and I'd storm off. But when he is soft, then I feel soft. Odelia, not Fatima, Odelia. It's also, Odelia, this gives me this vibe of always a bridesmaid, never the bride. The hangman with the four of wands, three of cups at the bottom of the deck. You may be feeling like, I'm not being invited. I'm not getting asked. I'm not being invited and I'm not getting asked. You want to celebrate. You want to celebrate. You want to get together, but you're not being asked. Ace of Swords. I feel like there's something that it's coming together. It's coming together. Odelia, I feel that it's a relationship that has been on hold for quite some time. Um, something I think that it was a relationship that it was challenging. It was hard. I think it's truths will be told. Truths will be told. You'll be able to see things from a higher perspective. You will be able to. It's like putting kind of like what I was talking about in the collective reading, giving back to yourself, nurturing yourself, getting yourself out of this stagnation, the stuck energy. Might not be a person. I think it's a person. I think it's a man I think it's a man, Odelia, that's rough. Yeah. Hmm. And that's that same nine of wands. That's that same nine of wands that was in the collective. Three of swords reversed. There might be someone there might be someone that you've been in love with, Odelia, and you've waited for him. You waited on him. And it's like I don't want to keep waiting on somebody. I don't want to keep waiting on somebody that's not putting forth the effort. So don't wait on them. Find ways to nurture yourself. Find ways to love on yourself. And I just keep getting this feeling of always a bridesmaid, never a bride. And see, you mirror your person. There's that 99. Go look up the angel number 99. I just read it for the twins. Go look it up for the go look it up for just the regular angel number. Stabbed in the back is what came out. It came out in a reverse position. Heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, shocking attack. I think that there is someone that they didn't really stab you in the back. They didn't really stab you in the back. They've had a very hard, challenging time being able to show vulnerability. So where can you show vulnerability in your own life? That's what I got for you, Odelia. I don't know if that makes sense, but that is what I got. Let's get a she believed she could, so she did. Highly meditated with a license to chill. Let's get her a chunky girls. Bitch fire, stand up for yourself. Potion, remember to practice self-love. There's something that you was waiting on. I don't know what it is. I think it was a man, but maybe it wasn't. There was something that you were waiting for. A Four of Wands. The Four of Wands talks about parties, celebrations, gets-togethers. The Three of Cups was at the bottom of the deck. The Three of Cups talks about friends, reunions, and gets-togethers. You were waiting for a party, a celebration, a get-together. It didn't happen. It did not come together. The Nine of Wands came out reversed. The Nine of Swords came out reversed. See, when I get the Ace of Swords with the Hangman, to me, I like that because it's take the sword, cut yourself down, and look at things from a different perspective. I was getting a vibe of always a bridesmaid, never a bride. There was something that you was waiting for. It was hard work. Maybe it wasn't a man. Maybe it was a job situation. Maybe it was a friendship dynamic. The Three of Wands. You didn't get invited, or you wanted to be a part of it. You waited to be a part of this. You waited for this. You was in limbo, stuck. It was very hard. The star comes reversed. It comes reversed. Whatever this was, if it wasn't a stubborn man, a stubborn friend, a stubborn person at work, turn it around. Turn around the way that you look at things. Go look up the number 99. There's something, that's you were guarded, or the people, places, and things that you are dealing with were very guarded, and now it's time to let those guards down. Give everything back to yourself, to you. I don't know who it is. I don't know. And look like a stubborn man. And I was seeing the King of Wands in the cut. It makes sense. You said it doesn't make sense. Yeah, I don't know. I just read in the cards. It makes sense. Okay. So get you a quiet space of your own. Your own little rituals. Fatima was trying to talk me into growing herbs. Maybe I'll do that this year. Maybe you should do that. Potions. What are potions? Spices and herbs, and do something for you. A cooking class, a baking class, looking at, I don't know. Create something, make something. Card 24, that's a 6. Anybody else want a card before I roll out? I got there's that King of Wands. I kept seeing the King of Wands. The person, Odelia, the person that you care about, he might have some health issues. He might have some health issues, and his avoiding you may not even have anything to do with you. It's his own insecurities, it's his own health issues. You might need to be looking into different herbs and stuff like that I keep wanting to say high blood pressure. Him was a card. And there's things that you're figuring out about yourself and your thought process. Whether this is tapping into your own masculine energy or how you connect with the masculines in your life. There's someone in your past you may be afraid to reach out to, or that is afraid to reach out to you. This person might have, just kind of left you feeling like, that you weren't good enough, but really you might have been too good. You got a lot on your mind, and when you are by yourself, you're thinking about a lot of things. You're thinking about ways how to make more money. It's almost like you need to like slow down with your thought process. Like you got too much planning. It's like slow down, just slow down a little bit. I seen the emperor and the sun in the cut. It's very masculine. And tarot. There's that sun card there. It's masculine. Four cups there. And the hangman there. This is nine of pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Pin, you're very happy. You're very happy doing things on your own, right? You're very happy doing things on your own. Um, but you too may also kind of have an energy of how Odelia's was. A little bit different though. A little different. Similar but different. It's almost like Pen, it's almost like this. It's almost like if I just tell myself that I'm good on my own, then I'll be good on my own. If I just say that I am good on my own, then that's what it is. I don't need a man for anything. I am perfectly fine on my own. But but it's like you're creating this life for yourself, happiness and joy, and I'm doing everything for myself, and everything that I do for myself, I'm creating and I'm building and I'm learning as I build and create. But there's something that I'm gonna clarify this, but it's almost like Pent, just that thought process needs to be tweaked just a little bit, just a little bit. When when strong women, and I don't know if Odelia is still in here or not, but this would be good for Odelia too. Odelia, myself, Pen, strong masculine women that I can do this myself. I know how to do this myself, right? I know how to I can do this myself. What do I need a man for? For love. Love. That's what for. That's what for. Ladies, we need to soften up. We need to soften up a little bit. I think we're too masculine sometimes, and we need to know, and we need to know we're both feminine and masculine. Oh, look, you got two swords to cut the hangman down with. It's good. It's good. There's two swords. See, when I see the hangman, okay, when I see the hangman and it's in that stuck energy, right? Where we've been in stuck energy. The hangman though is really powerful because they're the ones that they cut their own self down. You put yourself up there, you're going to get yourself down, right? But when I see the hangman and I'm like, well, we kind of been in this stuck energy for maybe a little bit too long, right? But then when I see the ace of swords, I'm like, sweet, because that tells me that you know how to get yourself down. You know how to do that. And the ace of swords will talk about truth, clarity, taking your truth and putting it out there, but also too being able to see things from a different perspective, a higher perspective. I like I like that you got two swords because you got the hangman twice, Pisces energy, the sun that's masculine, Pisces is feminine. Yeah. Let me. Do you all watch Schumann resonance reports? Do you all watch those? Well, you, change is coming, my friend. Death card is here. Um, the one that, and there's plenty of people out there that read those reports. Um, this is the girl I like, but I might try to find one. I think that's her name. I might try to find one that does a little early because she posts a little. I get up early. Um, it is so. I mean, Pen. This is this is for you, me, and Odelia both. When we're in this masculine energy, that's, I can do it because we have to do it, we have to do it. Um, it's hard. It's hard to get into the feminine energy that softens up and will allow, you know, even if, say for an example, even if we talk about two women or two men, they're both, with like same sex relationships, they both have this understanding that one carries more masculine and the other one carries more feminine. One is softer and more nurturing and receives, and the other one is more of the doer. And same sex couples will understand that. Couples that are like women and men that are heterosexual have a harder time understanding that. Gay people don't. Gay people don't, and bisexual people don't, unless they've been forced in the closet or whatever, and then they might. But you're gay people and bisexual people have a better understanding of the masculine and feminine energy and how it works in dynamics. Straight people have a harder time with that. We carry both. And when we're in masculine energy all the time, right? We repel men because men think, well, I'm supposed to be the provider. I'm supposed to be the one that does the chasing and does the work and does the man things. And where feminines that have been in survival mode and single moms, and they get into a masculine energy that can be like a distorted masculine energy. I don't know if I'm making sense. Or we'll get into this energy and what do I need a man for? For love, for companionship, to you know to lend a helping hand when we're in this stuck energy, someone to communicate with, someone to talk to, someone to share wisdom with. I would recommend you all watch those resonance reports, because when we get hit with these big heavy energies, right? When we get hit with these big heavy energies, it's like we'll give ourselves unnecessary anxiety because we're so worried about things. Very, very, got to be in control of everything. We can have a healthy feminine balanced masculine feminine energy about us, right? And kind of like let go, like let go. I don't know if I'm making sense or not. I don't know if I'm wording that right. I do it. I do it, and I think that's why I'm like, soften up. Service. You stop using the universe to try to get what you want and start asking love to use you. You offer all and want to be of service. Ironically, many desires become fulfilled without grasping or manipulation. It's very hard, Pen, to get out of survival mode when you've been in it your whole life. Just one day at a time, one step at a time. Yeah. I'm like, I feel very open to the new changes on the horizon. I really feel good about the new things that are coming in, and I'm trying to stay more in the right now moment, to where I'm not thinking too far ahead, and I really don't need or want so much to reflect back on the past. Um, Unless it's like, okay, I learned this lesson before. When I start getting faced with karmic situations, okay, what did I learn from it before? Now let's look at it from a different perspective. Let's look at it from a higher perspective. And I'm also too, I'm trying to listen to more of like Buddhist ways of life to get out of the suffering, because I think I've been in suffering for way too long. Way too long. And if in order for me to heal from the symptoms of cervical dystonia, I have to get out of survival mode. I have to get out of suffering, and I have to get into this. Not that I don't understand that there is dark and there is light. There is a balance, right? But in survival mode, we too dark. Get soften it up, and um healing from this, getting out of fight or flight, getting out of the distorted masculine energy, um one day at a time, one step at a time, knowing 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 that you're in distorted masculine energy. That's half the battle. One day at a time. I got an appointment in 3 minutes, y'all, so I have to go. I appreciate y'all being here. I hope this somehow made sense. I hope it somehow made sense. If not, maybe it'll make sense down the road. I don't know. Thank you all for being sweet to each other in the chat. Thank you all for hitting the thumbs up. Thank you all. Thank you all for allowing me to speak my truth in my personal space. And thank you, Odelia. Thank you, Penn. For the ones in the back, y'all make sure you go check out everybody's channels. For the ones that come in after this is uploaded, I was thinking about doing a zodiac. I might do a zodiac sign, but I picked up a shift at work tomorrow, so I don't I don't know if I'm gonna do a zodiac. Maybe on Tuesday. I might do a zodiac. I'm off for the summer. I might do a zodiac Tuesday morning. I sure do appreciate the love and the support. I appreciate y'all being sweet to each other. My phone is going to be ringing in about 1 minute, so I got to go. Y'all have a beautiful weekend, and I will see and talk to you soon. Be easy. Be easy on yourself. Look up one way to get into feminine energy, one way to get out of survival mode, and implement that in your life one day at a time. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for hitting the thumbs ups. I'm gonna see y'all soon.